Hello and welcome to Planet Power Tarot. This is for the sign of Pisces, and this is for October 2023. Now we're just going to start with a card here so we can check in to see how the energies are working for you so far in October. Ooh, I like it. Rainbow Blessings. What a nice card to start off. That energy is really what the eclipses are about. And we never talk about that, right? Because we always talk about the big, impactful, super powerful, intense power that they bring in sometimes. And really, the North Node often sparks key moments in our life. It pushes us towards people and opportunities to further our journey. That's what really the North Node is for. And it leads us to greater blessings, right? And ultimately towards our destiny. That's what the North Node's job is. And of course, the South Node is about karmic closures, what we need to release to open up for furthering our passage along the North Node for further blessings and to evolve on more of a spiritual level. So I'm glad that showed up because we're going to remember that when these eclipses hit us. And they're hitting us all, Pisces. They just happen to be hitting us in different areas. So we'll talk about that. But let's grab a couple of cards from our tarot for some further advice before we start. And of course, I want to thank you all for stopping by and spending your time with me. I always appreciate it. The Hierophant, Seven of Pentacles, beautiful, the Ace of Cups. That's my favorite cup. I love it. It is a cup that literally runneth over with emotional abundance, right? Beautifully, artistically rendered. Here we go. We have the Devil. There's some of these eclipses showing up. Eight of Wands and the Queen of Wands. Wow, I like it. I like when the Queen of Wands shows up for you because she is fiery and she is an extrovert, and she takes no prisoners. She's out there. She is big and bold and proud. And I'm not saying that you're not proud and you're not bold, but sometimes we have to go bigger. And so when this energy comes out, especially for you, Pisces, it's asking you to really lean into that because, we have an inclination to lean into our things we're comfortable with and things that we know we're good at. And of course, for you, Pisces, that's compassion and sympathy and, mystical, spiritual, intuition, all of those, warm, fuzzy things. And sometimes, we have to be a little more assertive, and that's definitely Mars coming in. So let's see if we can talk about this in a more logistical way. So we know that Mercury, and I look at the Eight of Wands right here, Mercury's coming in fast and strong for us at the beginning of the month, October 4th, and actually is joining Mars in Libra. And so Mercury and Mars together makes a pretty powerful powerhouse couple for sure. And for you, it's happening in your 8th house of intimacy and joint finances and attachments and joint resources. And I say that because you see how these two are joined. So some of you who are in this joint finance assets situation, 8th house energy, there's a time that this Mercury joining Mars is asking for a transformation here, for something to change, for something to be released, untethered from. So this is at the beginning of the month for you. You have an opportunity to look at that. Now, this can mean debt. This can be being attached to a lender. This can be, look at that from a professional point of view for sure. But you all know what that means. And if you look at your taxes, if you look at your debts, if you look at your resources, if you look to see your assets are joined or not joined, and you're looking, what your bank statements are, all of that, that's what Mercury's coming in, and it's powerful. It could be transformative now because Mars is already in that sign. Now we know also that Venus is in Virgo right now, and that's lighting up your house of relationships. And this too is about relationships. I keep on pointing to the devil because, well, how do you miss this guy, right? He's right here. And he happens to, well, this is a major arcana card as well, the Hierophant. We'll talk about that in a minute. But, it's front and center. This is Capricorn and Saturn's energy. And by the way, Pisces, Saturn is in your sign. Saturn has been in your sign and will continue to be in your sign until January 2026. So you have some hard work to do. And Saturn is the god of time. He's the taskmaster. He is making us do the hard work to become our best version, and also to detach from things that do not serve us or make us into our highest version. So there's a lot of energy over here, which is why I keep on pointing. But let's move on to October 14th. And October 14th is the solar eclipse, and the solar eclipse is coming in and lighting up your 8th house. Your eighth house of transformation. And remember, transformation is about changing things. And I know that the death card also in the major arcana card, but the devil also has a lot of that energy. Scorpio energy and Capricorn, both Saturn and Pluto. And now Pluto, of course, is being activated this month too, which is a different topic, and I think I'll save that for our next reading. But we have all of this energy around us, and we're saying, okay, it's powerful, but I'm told it's a blessing. When do we see that blessing? Well, we see it when we work with the energy. When we say, okay, it's transformative, and you're lighting this house up, and we know that there's something attached to us on a couple of different levels that we need to transform or release from. And when we do, that's when we have this opening for this beautiful, new, abundant, emotionally fulfilling opportunity that is coming our way. And that's coming at the end of the month with the lunar eclipse in Taurus. And I love that for you, because this is going to be lighting up your 3rd house of community, of entrepreneurship, of networking, of online resources, and it's going to affect this in a very positive way. This is the 7 of Pentacles, and you're looking at it saying, well, how do I move on? I don't think I have enough assets to do that. And that's going to be taken care of on the end of October 28th. Now, the Queen of Wands is also your guide here, and I like that she's directly across from the Hierophant, because I think this Hierophant represents a contract, or for some of you who are working in a corporate environment, I think that that's what that represents, meaning that this might be time to release from that, or this might be the time to transform for that. And you have to have the determination, the fortitude, the boldness, and also remember what the Queen of Wands is all about. She attracts people to her. She has this high vibe that people just want to be around, and you too possess that, Pisces. So this is a time to bring out all of the stops and to acknowledge when these blessings are coming towards you, which we're acknowledging now, and saying, yes, we're going to work with this energy that we know has been stale or low vibration or whatever, and we're ready to embrace this beautiful 8 of Wands energy, which can represent so many things on an emotional level. I love it, and it's pointed right at the Queen of Wands. A lot of times this means a new relationship coming in, both business and personal. So whatever you've been working on behind the scenes and manifesting, I think it's coming due. I think it's coming right towards you. So embrace it for what it is. It's a blessing. Hope it resonated. If it has, please like, share, and subscribe. Wishing you balance, peace, and harmony. Take care.